What up? I think we're live. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I am trying to finish this one thing before we get started. And while we're waiting for people to get on, you guys, I am so freaking pumped today. The close. And I know that most of you, probably a lot of you, if not most of you, maybe even all of you, are terrified about today. Is anybody terrified about today? Raise your hand. There are currently 4 people on, so I don't know how much interaction we'll get right now. Because it's the close. And a lot of people are nervous to close a class. You are so happy to invite, you are so happy to teach people once they get there. But when it comes time to ask them for money, you hate it. And you think it's the worst thing that you ever could do in your business. When the ironic part is that that is what builds your business, right? And so that relationship that you have with closing in your head, we got to change it. We got to kick it out. And I'm going to show you guys something today that is powerful. And that's one of the Harding's favorite words, powerful. My mom loves that word too. What my mom taught you guys is going to help you a ton, right? And what I'm hoping to add on to that and show you guys how, I think after what I show you guys today, you're going to be excited to close people. All right, let's see. A lot of great info on closing. I watched all the videos and all the ones from yesterday. Awesome, so helpful. I can't wait on classes. I'm sitting in the airport and finally get to watch you live. Yes, welcome. We're on a winning streak. That's a winning streak for show, for show. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started then, because I got a lot of information for you. All right, let me close this. I'm trying to decide if I should grow out my beard right now. I shaved my neck today. I was going to shave the whole thing, but then I was like, I don't know, maybe I should keep it, let it grow a little bit. What do you guys think? Let me know. Closing. Seriously, it's such a polarizing topic, because the people who are good at it love it. The people who aren't good at it hate it. And I hated it for so long, and that was the part that gave me anxiety at the end of the class. It was just like, oh man, now I'm gonna have to ask them for money, and I would end up just killing myself. And it's interesting because the ones who are afraid to close, you don't close very well, and a lot of people don't enroll who would enroll because with your body language and with the things that you say, you subconsciously tell them not to enroll. Does that make sense? And that's what you guys learned about in my mom's training. But today, what I want to talk to you guys about is value, okay? When you're closing someone, you need to basically, in their head, it's a formula. They're trying to see if what they get out of what you're offering is worth the money that they're going to spend. Does that make sense? Now, in business, there are a lot of ways to get people to purchase what you're buying, right? Especially if you have competition. Because what a lot of people will do, and there's really 2 options. That's 4. 2 options. There are 2 options, right? One is you can lower your price. Because if you lower your price, people are more excited to buy it because the value doesn't change, but the price goes down. Does that make sense? But obviously with doTERRA, we can't do that. So we have to go to option number 2. Okay, and option number 2 is increase the value of what it is that we are selling. And yes, I said selling. We are absolutely selling. Okay, and you have to accept that. And as soon as you can accept that and realize I need to get good at selling, then you will be successful in this business. And don't worry, it's like my mom said in the training, you're not going to be a salesperson manipulating them to buy. Because here's the thing. I want you to think about, and if you guys, are you guys using the sales guide? I wonder if I have it here. I'm throwing my stuff everywhere. This is it. The sales guide. You guys, it talks in here, and one of the questions it has as you're like brainstorming, it says, when is the last time you had a bad experience getting sold to? And when is the last time you had a good experience getting sold to? The difference between those 2 is how good the person was at sales. That's it, okay? Because the interesting thing is that people think, a lot of us tend to think, if I'm good at sales, that means I'm going to be slimy and manipulative and That's not what it is at all. Okay, if you're good at sales, that means you're going to be able to help the customer get the most for their money, right? Because people are there because they're interested in what it is that you have. And don't forget, you guys, people love to spend money. Like we literally, that is something, an activity we go and do. It's called shopping. You go out because I want to purposefully spend money on things. We love it, okay? But all of a sudden, when we are going to offer something and someone is going to pay for it, we shut down and we think, oh no, they don't want to spend any money. Like, it's not true. People love spending money on things that they are interested in, that they want. So don't forget, with the class that you're teaching, people are going to be interested. And the way that you close, and people are going to want it. And then the way that you close are going to help people make that final decision. Does that make sense? So 2 options are lower your price to sell more or up your offer. Because here's the thing that you have to recognize as well, is that network marketing is interesting in that we are all in this together, but at the same time, if you are in a city with 10 other distributors, they're your competition in a sense, right? I mean, I want you guys to work with them and all work together, but you guys are all trying to build your team, and especially if you're pulling from the same population, it gets a little interesting, right? Now, obviously, always work together. I hope that that wasn't taken wrong, because the bigger doTERRA gets, the bigger the leadership bonuses get. So just remember that. A lot of people don't understand the compensation plan that way. So they're like, I'm not going to help my cross line. I'm not going to help another person in my city. Like if they need something, to teach a class for them or whatever. Like, what? Do you realize once you get to Premier, you're getting bonuses that's based on the company's volume? That means I want the company to be as big as possible because my bonuses grow when it is. So if you are ever thinking about, oh, I'm not going to help that person, or I don't want to work with a cross line or whatever, that means you don't understand the compensation plan. Because the more successful all of us are, the more money you're going to make. Does that make sense? Let's check these comments. I'm selling hope. Well, what? Yeah, you are. Okay, you guys, I'm so pumped about this training today. Let's dive into it. Anyways, you are offering the exact same product as the 10 other wellness advocates in your city. Does that make sense? So if all 10 of you were in the same spot and there was a customer there, who are they going to buy from? It literally doesn't matter at this point if you're offering what doTERRA offers. Does that make sense? Because they get the exact same thing. If they pay $275 in the United States, that's the home cost of a home essentials kit, and that's the kit I like to enroll with. They're going to get the book, that intro book, they're going to get the 10 oils, and they're going to get a diffuser. And they're going to get a membership for a year. No matter who they sign up with, if they sign up with me or my wellness advocate neighbor or the person across town. Does that make sense? The way to be successful in this business is to make it so that they get way more signing up with you than the other people. And we're not going to use this to then go around and try and snake other people's customers and all that stuff, right? But we're going to use it so that you offer way more value than anybody else. That there is a difference between them signing up with you and signing up with somebody across town. Does that make sense? Now, whoever the person talks to first and whoever is helping them, that's who they should enroll with. I don't care if your package is 10 times better. Does that make sense? So you help them sign up with the person they talk to. Because if I find out about any of you guys like sneaking other people's customers, I will smack you. You guys know I won't smack you. Hello from Independence. I work on helping everyone no matter what team. Absolutely. You guys, the leaders who do that are the ones who grow the biggest and the ones who become well-known in doTERRA. And when you become more well-known in the company, you start to become more well-known in the industry, right? And when you're more well-known in the industry, people flock to you because you're credible, right? You have that credibility, and then people want to enroll with you. And that's way easier to do, like building yourself up, networking with people in doTERRA, and then kind of branching out. And anyways, so how are we going to offer more value to people when they sign up? Because I guarantee you what I offer to someone when I teach a class and close is way different than the average person in doTERRA. Because this is what the average person in doTERRA does when they close a class. And I used to do this. I did this for almost all of my doTERRA career, right? But now it's changed drastically. So what I used to do is you'd get to the end and be like, okay, this is how you sign up. I would do that close. It works like a Costco membership. You can pay the fee, or you can get the kit and the fee is included. This is the cheapest you're ever going to get the oils. You're going to pay $150 or $275, right? And that's great. And you tell them like that comes with the membership. You're going to get an intro book, and that's really good. But I wouldn't even tell them the retail cost of the kit. How many of you guys show them the kit and say, this kit retails for this much, but you're going to get it for this much? Do any of you do that? Let me know in the comments. I'm actually going to open up another page right now because I need to see what these kits, what the retail values are. And then I'm going to tell you that the retail values are wrong. All right? Let's see here. Helping others is exactly what doTERRA is all about. Yep. Giving amazing support is an awesome way to add value to your offer. That it is. We're going to talk about that right now. Okay, doTERRA.com. Log in. Sorry, you guys, just 1 minute. I should have had this pulled up. But how many of you guys know what the retail value of the Home Essentials kit is? Not what people pay. They pay $275. But off the top of your head, what is the retail value? Anybody? I didn't know that. And that's a problem because we're going to talk about it right now. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get into collections. I wish I could share my screen with you guys right now, but stupid Facebook Live does not let me. Okay, here we are. Home Essentials kit. It says retail value is $366. Okay, so I want you guys to think about somebody selling a hat, a shirt, and a pair of pants. Okay, and they're going to sell this bundle for, I don't know, $50. Here's what a good marketer will do. Okay, a bad marketer will say, hey, I have this, or let's just say a whole outfit, like a hat, a pair of sunglasses, a shirt, some pants, and some sweet socks. Okay, the whole outfit. What an average marketer will do, what an average doTERRA wellness advocate will do, will say, hey, I have this whole outfit. I'm going to sell it to you for $50. Okay, and that's all they say. That's what I was doing in my clothes. Hey, here's a kit. You can pay $275 for it. Or what you could do is say, listen, I have a bundle of, or an outfit that I have for you, a shirt and a pair of pants, and they cost $50. But if you buy this shirt and this pair of pants right now, today, within the next 2 hours, I'm going to throw in a pair of socks that's valued at $12. I'm going to throw in a pair of sunglasses that's valued at $15 and a hat that's valued at $15. So you pay $50, but you're going to get like an $85, $90, I don't know my math, that math was really bad, $90 worth of value for just deciding to do it right now. Does that make sense? So the customer gets the exact same thing, but the perceived value, what I did with that is I just said, listen, I'm selling you the basic stuff, but all these add-ons, I'm going to give to you for free. And that adds value. And not only does it add value, and so it makes them feel like, okay, it's worth it for me to spend this money, I can then take it and make it time sensitive, right? And I can say, okay, anyone who enrolls in this class today or within the next 24 hours, you're going to get the socks, the sunglasses, and the hat. I'm using two different examples, kind of mixing them, but does that make sense? We're going to dive into how I make my doTERRA offers. Let's see what people are saying. I've never really done that every so often. I have done that and not done that. I don't refer the retail value. I do mention a wholesale account is 25%. I don't. Always have had a hard time closing, so sharing the kits and value I struggle with. Not yet. Don't forget your sneakers. Well, I know we got to throw sneakers in there, but okay. But you guys, can you guys see, like, a lot of times we won't even say the retail value of the kit, but as soon as we tell them a retail value, we say, listen, this kit retails for $366, but I'm going to slash that price, and because you came to this class today, I'm going to give you below wholesale. Because you could even give them the wholesale value, which is going to be a little bit more. Like if you went and figured out the wholesale cost of each of the oils plus the diffuser, it would not be $275. It's a little bit more than that. So you can be like, okay, this is retail, but I'm making it cheaper for you. Normally people pay wholesale. Even members of doTERRA pay wholesale. This is what this kit would be wholesale slash that. I'm going to give it to you for cheaper because you came to my class today. And so today only, you get it for $275. Now, they can get it for $275 other days. And if they ask, like, can I get it for $275 another day? I'm going to say, yes, you can. I'm not going to lie to them. But when you're talking about it, when you're closing it, let them know, like, the offer today for the people who sign up within the next 24 hours, they're going to get it for below wholesale value, below wholesale cost. All right. Ooh, love that offer. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? She loves that offer, but it's the exact same offer as going up to someone and saying, I have this kit, it costs $275. You see, my brain doesn't understand the value of it. But here's the thing. doTERRA put the wholesale or the retail cost online. And I was like, that's not the retail cost, because the retail cost is what each of those oils cost retail plus the diffuser. And what do you get when you enroll someone with if someone enrolls with $35, they get the book, right? So the value of the membership plus the book is $35 by itself. And they get that included. But so here's what I did, all right? And you guys can absolutely do this. What handout do you share? Because Natural Solutions handout shows the prices. What prices does it show? Does it show, it shows both retail and wholesale? And if that's the case, you could, if it shows retail and wholesale, so you can't be like, okay, this is retail, this is wholesale, I'm giving it to you below wholesale. You can just let them know, be like, listen, this is the retail cost. And then normally, if you were to order these 10 oils individually plus the diffuser, the wholesale cost would be X amount, right? Maybe that's 300 or something. But then you say, but this wholesale, what it shows right here in the Natural Solutions, is for people who come to classes, and you can get it below wholesale. Does that make sense? Power in words, right? Just by restating things that can affect thinking. Wholesale. You can use the price list to compare the kits. Absolutely. Okay, you guys are starting to follow me, right? And we're not even done yet. Ooh, just wait. Okay, so what I did is I went, and I wish I could share my screen with you guys. Maybe I could take a snapshot and add it. But I went and I looked at every single product in the, what's that called? The Home Essentials kit. So the 10 oils plus the diffuser. And I looked at the retail cost of each individual oil. All right. So let's go in and check this out. And so each of them, like frankincense, the retail cost of frankincense is $90.67. Lavender is $30. These are the retail costs of each individual oil. And so for me in my classes, I tell them the retail value of this kit together. So I went and added up each individual one plus, oh, let me see this. Book 30. This is going to be the, sorry guys, just adding up something real quick. All right. So each individual oil, the retail value, and I can take a screenshot and give this to you guys, plus what is the retail value of a pedal diffuser, plus I put the retail value of the kit, the membership plus the intro book at $35 because that's what it costs to sign up. And when you sign up, you get a book and the membership. So that's the value of those, right? Now, if you add up all of those, $35 plus $62.66 for the pedal diffuser, plus the retail value of each individual oil, you guys, it's way more than the retail value of the Home Essentials kit, okay? The Home Essentials kit, it says retail is $366, but if you add up each product individually, it comes out to $420. All right, so that is the price that I lead with. And so if you are working with a handout that says the retail value and the wholesale value of the Home Essentials kit, that's fine. but it's just what you talk about. And so what I would say in that situation is I would say, listen, I went through and I added up retail value of each individual product in this kit, and it comes out to $420. Now, because if you're in the class today, you get the option for the kit pricing, and that would retail at $366. So that's already cheaper, right? But you can see here that the wholesale cost, and that's what you would get if you signed up today, is $275. Do you see now the kit in their eyes is worth $420? But if they sign up today, because I'm making it time sensitive, they get it for $275. That their approach to this and the probability that they're going to enroll with you is way higher than you closing your class and saying, okay, this is how you get signed up. There's a kit. It costs almost $300, right? Do you guys get, like, are you with me right now? Are you pumped about this? I think it just shows savings from wholesale. No? Awesome. So tell me you guys are following this. Okay? The numbers, you can like say them how you want to. You're not just gonna make up values, right? I didn't just make up 420. The retail cost of each of those products added together is $420. And so now I'm gonna show them that's what it's worth. That's what people are paying as they go out and buy these individual things. But if you buy them all together today, $275. Awesome. But, at that point, as a consumer, it's an offer that I could still walk away from. Does that make sense? Like, wow, that would be a lot of savings. And this is a good, like, I'm excited about the oils, but $275 is still kind of a lot of money, right? At this point, I'm not trying to bring them down to the 150 kit yet. Why? Because I like the Home Essentials kit because A, it gives me a lot more volume, and so it helps me hit ranks higher. It adds volume to my team, but it also gives me a higher fast start bonus, which I can then invest in going to find more people, okay? And we'll talk about that later as we talk about finding business builders. But it's still an offer that people can walk away from. I want to create an offer that people cannot walk away from, that they're like, he is giving me so much right now that I have to do it right now. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna lose all of this. Yup, great way of looking at it. Why would you make it time sensitive if this is the price every day? Great question. And it's because to close, I was just talking to Tyler and I was trying to remember what it is that we had learned. We saw this training and they talked about how your offer is what, and they said it's so much better, but basically your offer is about like what gets people excited to buy what you have, but like how you close the offer and like how you present it is what gets people to act right now, right? And here's the thing, good question, why would you make it time sensitive? Because someone is way, and I don't know the exact number, but way more likely to enroll on the spot when their emotion is in it than enrolling later when they go home and they start thinking about it and they're like, oh, I actually don't really need this. They go back to their life and they're like, my life is going fine without that. I don't really need it, right? Because making a purchase is an emotional decision, okay? And we need to remember that. And we're not trying to play on their emotions by any means. Like, logically, this is a very good offer and it's going to change their life. You know that. You know that oils will change their life. And if you don't really believe that, it's a belief system you got to work on. But you guys, I've heard literally, I would probably say thousands, if not thousands, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stories of people getting up and talking about how oils have changed their life. You guys have that's what you're offering to them. So don't forget that, right? But a lot of times they don't understand how valuable this is. And so the fact that they have the opportunity to act right now is way more likely for them to do it. That's why I like to make things time sensitive, okay? Tell the retail price, then the retail kit price, then wholesale price, then below wholesale price. Yeah, you can do that. I would only use all 4 of those if the handout I'm using has those prices on it. But if the handout I'm using only has the $275 to enroll with this kit, then I want to keep it simple with the numbers, right? So I'm just going to be like, listen, the retail value of each of these individual products added up is $420. But today, like you see in your kit, if you sign up in a class, and these handouts are for the classes, you're going to get the $275. Because that's true. I'm not saying today is the only day you're going to get that offer. I'm just saying if you sign up today, you will get this offer. Does that make sense? And so emotion is a big part of it. We want them to be excited, and they lose the excitement if they wait a week or even a few days. Absolutely. And you guys, it makes your job so much more time consuming. I mean, either way, if they enroll, you're going to follow up with them, you're going to help them. But if they don't enroll, they walk away, you're following up, you're trying to get them to another class or to a one-on-one, it takes up a lot more of your time, right? So let's be the most efficient that we can in this business. Anyways, so what am I going to do to make this an irresistible offer, something that they cannot walk away from? With doTERRA, and you guys saw my outfit example, right? I added things to the offer to add value to it. With doTERRA, there were a couple people online who they had a big following on Instagram, okay? And they started offering like 10 sample bottles. I'm gonna give you 2 roller bottles, because what they were doing was just buying these products from China like super cheap, and maybe it cost them $5 extra to give someone like 20 roller bottles and a little keychain, and they added a bunch of physical products. And so like when you saw the picture of it, it was like, wow, I get all of that just for signing up with a kit and a year-long membership. But what happened is doTERRA came in and said, you can't do that. You can't offer those physical products because it devalues our kit, right? And it makes sense because they were doing exactly what we're talking about. doTERRA's like, they're gonna see a doTERRA kit and not want it because you're offering so much. And so it's kind of a bummer that doTERRA doesn't let us do that. But that's with physical products. And honestly, it's better what I'm going to teach you right now, because physical products have an additional cost, right? So you're going to have to buy those from China. You're going to have to work with the factory to get them in. And that's a lot harder, and it will take away from your earnings. But you guys, here is the, how do I say this? The golden nugget is that information products, and this is why everyone and their dog is selling like those gurus that you guys see, like, I'm going to teach you how to make $5,000 in 3 months, all this stuff, is because they're selling an info product because the margins are so high. Once it's created, then it's just like 100% profit, and they just send you a link. Does that make sense? And so that's why a lot of people are getting into that. Now, check it out. We're going to do that with our doTERRA offers, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't want you to over focus on this, because you don't have to go and create this crazy big thing for it to be successful. But if we can add value through informational products, it's allowed by doTERRA, okay? Because you're already going to give that to them. Most of us just aren't telling people that. Does that make sense? Because you're going to give them access to videos where they can learn more about the oils. You're going to give them a wellness consult, but you guys just aren't putting it into your offer. And so that's what I'm going to teach you to do right now. So we can give informational products. doTERRA doesn't say that's not going to devalue the kit, right? We just can't add physical products. So here's what I do when I'm offering people, when I'm making an offer. And you can add whatever it is you want, but because when you sell somebody something, you are automatically going to give them new problems in their life. Okay, so what do I mean by that? When somebody buys a car, for example, what is the problems that are going to come into their life because they now own a car? They're going to have to wash it every week, right? They're going to have to keep it vacuumed. And I know like some of us are like, I do not wash my car every week. But these are things that a car owner has to do that someone who doesn't own a car doesn't have to do. Does that make sense? You're going to have to get oil changes. You're going to have to change the windshield wipers, right? These are all additional problems that come when they buy something. And so what a smart marketer would do, what a good salesperson would do, is within the offer of selling them the car, offer them things that are going to help solve those problems that will come up in the future. right? Listen, if you buy this car today, not only do you get the Mother's Day discount, but we're going to throw in the next 3 oil changes for free. Right? An oil change, at least in the United States, costs like what, 50, 60 bucks? I don't know what it costs, but does that make sense? So if you can offer them additional products or additional resources that will help solve problems from the purchase they made, they're going to be even more excited about it. Okay, problems they didn't even know will exist. So what are the problems someone's going to experience when they buy a kit of oils? The biggest problem is they're not going to know how to use the oils. Even though they came to a class for the first time, like most people will be new to oils, so they're not going to know how to use them. So I need to solve that problem. They're not going to know the safety rules of them, right? So how much oil do I use? Some of them will maybe have extra questions about pets, things like that. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think about what are some problems that you want to solve, and then include resources that will solve those problems in your offer. So let's get to an example. Boom, boom. I offer an essential life when signed up with an essential kit or higher. Is that allowed? I've done that before, where you offer them an essential life book. Is that what you're talking about, like the textbook? I think that's okay. It's not, because you're not offering them like 10 different things, right? A book is okay. And that's where you start thinking about investment. Like a book will cost you, I don't know, $15 to $20. If they enroll with a family essentials kit, you make $20. So that's worth it, right? It's worth it to get but these are ways, what I'm going to show you guys is, it will take some investment in time, but these things aren't going to cost you anything, okay? Now, a couple things that I offer when someone enrolls, and then I'm going to show you guys how I pitch it at the end. I offer oil camp, okay? Oil boot camp. Now, if you guys don't know what oil boot camp is, Google it. No, you can go look it up. Talk to your upline. I guarantee you within 3 people of your upline, they are using oil camp. Basically what it is it is an onboarding system for consumers. So it's a 2-week long program that you run through Facebook, and each day is a new oil. So Monday is peppermint, for example. And once they're in that group, on Monday we upload like a video of one of our leaders teaching how to use peppermint, and then a product information page, and then doTERRA's blog post about it. So each day we give them like 4 or 5 resources about that oil and how to use it. Okay, and then the next day is lavender, and we do the same thing. And the next day is lemon. So by the end of 2 weeks, they know exactly how to use every oil in their kit. Does that make sense? Who here has heard of oil camp? Remember, you also want what you are doing to be duplicatable. So if you can create an offer that your team feels like they can do it too, that's what will be best, which is also a benefit of not spending money on physical products. Absolutely. How do I sign up for oil camp? I want you to talk to your upline about it. Oil camp is something that you will need. This one you would need to buy. You don't buy it every time. Basically, you buy, I don't remember what it costs. I did it a while ago, but you buy it, and this thing teaches you how to create an oil camp. It's not like some big course. It's like, okay, this is how you make it. Here are the resources, like all the pictures, all the scripts, all the, like even every single post they have already written out for you. Okay, but again, talk to your upline about this, because I guarantee you your upline, silver or diamond, knows what oil camp is, and I bet they're running them. Okay, so get involved in that so you don't have to go create your own oil camp. Okay, let's work smarter, not harder. But oil camp is something I offer. Another thing I offer is a personal wellness consult. Okay, if you sign up today, I am going to give you half an hour of my time, a personal wellness consult, where we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about your health goals, and then we're going to make an action plan for how to use essential oils on a daily basis to help you reach your health goals. Okay, let me see what else I offer. I have a list here. I actually put together an 8-topic continuing education course. Now, don't get overwhelmed. Don't think, oh my gosh, how am I going to put together a course? Listen to what I did. I have been in oil camps. Yeah, oil camps are awesome. You bet. Oil camp is a great option. We use oil camp throughout the year. Yeah, so a lot of you guys know what oil camp is, but how many of you have been including it in your enrollment offer? And not just saying, hey, if you enroll, you can also try out Oil Camp. I'm going to show you guys how to pitch it so that they feel like, wow, I get to be at Oil Camp. Tyler said ebooks are awesome too. Absolutely. Ebooks, video series. Now you guys are thinking, oh my gosh, I have to go like make an ebook. And no, all I did was go to doterra.com and I went to their ebook section. I downloaded every single one, and there's like 5 or something, and put it together. And I called it Essential Oil Ebook Library. Okay, that's what one of my resources is called. The next one, that 8-topic continuing education video series, I didn't make it myself. What I did is I went out and I found like a video from the Empowered Life series. And this is where the investment of time comes in. Because this time spent doing this does not count as building your business. Okay, when you're building your business, you're inviting, you're teaching, or you're following up. But this is what we're doing on the side to make our teaching and our signing up more effective, right? So you'll go, like I went and I found 8 different topics that I thought people would be interested in. So pets, mothers and babies, cooking with essential oils, and Empowered Life. They have videos on each of these things taught by experts, and they're like half an hour long, each one. So what I did is I put them together in a Google Doc. I like made a little explanation of each video, and I did a little intro at the top so it looks pretty, and I called it a continuing education video series. Okay, so again, ebooks, video series, Oil Camp, these are all things that don't cost any money. They're all digital, and when you organize them and put them together right, then you're going to be able to just send them a link when they sign up. Okay, it doesn't take you any time, it doesn't cost you any money, but you can create massive value for your offer. Okay, let me pull this whiteboard around because I'm going to write this out. And I would honestly do this in a class too, if I were you guys. How many of you guys are excited about this? How many of you are feeling like, okay, this is giving me some ideas right now? If not, then you're some kind of freak in nature, because when I learned this stuff, I was like, holy crap, this is gonna change everything. And guess what? It did. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Sorry, you guys. I just wanna make sure I don't forget anything here. I got my goals and stuff on here. Okay. Now, think about your normal offer of when, man, some people got bored during that and left. Yes, lots of you did. Great ideas. Okay, think about your normal offer. Most of us are closing with, sorry. You're closing with, okay, and my mom's closing is amazing. We're just gonna add this onto it. Come on, focus. All right, we're good. But you're closing and you're saying, okay, you're gonna get a kit for $275. You get a membership with it, and you get these oils and a diffuser. It's an amazing deal, and it's great. That's one way to close. And with my mom's close, it works so well. But when you add what I'm going to show you right here, what I just have been showing you guys to the close, it's going to work 5 times better. All right, so now, and you have to, for the customer, for the people in your class, you have to be able to do this fast and efficiently and make sure people understand it. But this is how I would close at the end of a class when I'm talking about what you get. Okay, so you do all my mom's stuff, and then you're like, okay, this is the Home Essentials kit. This is the kit that most people get started with in doTERRA. I want to show you guys what it is that you're going to get today. If you want to get your essential oils today, there are huge benefits for getting started today in the class or within the next 24 hours. You are going to get the 10 essential oils that are the most used, okay? And let's see, that people are using every single day in their home. Oh, you guys, sorry, it's not focusing. There, that's better. Now, the total value for those 10 essential oils are $385. That's the retail cost, okay? You're also gonna get an intro book, and I would put the number of pages that's in that book. I wonder if I have it here. Count the number of pages in that enrollment book. So let's say it's like 100 pages. You get a 100-page enrollment book plus a year-long membership in doTERRA where you get 25% discount. Okay? No minimums, nothing you have to buy. That's valued at $35, okay, if you're just gonna buy it by itself. You're also going to get a diffuser, a pedal diffuser. It has lights, it has different time settings. It lasts up to like 4 hours long, so you can just turn it on and have it going in the room, and that is valued, diffuser, that's valued at $62, okay, if you were to just buy it by itself. Now, I've also added a continuing education video series, okay, continuing ed video series. Now, this is where we need to put a value on this. You guys, I want you to think about, what if someone were going to go and buy a training course that covered 8 different topics, continuing education on essential oils? How much would they pay for that? Okay, I actually put 2 videos in each section on mine. So I valued mine at like $127. The value of this is $127. And I want you to think about, because we're not just making up numbers, we're not lying to them. I want you to think about how much doTERRA paid to have those videos made. Okay, how much because we're not talking about how much this video series cost me. We're talking about the value that the videos have. How much are they valued at? Okay, so how much did it cost to pay the video crew, the time that they spent to put it up, to bring in these professionals? Okay, $127 is probably low. You could easily put out more. So continuing education video series covers 8 topics: digestive health, pregnancy, cooking with essential oils, and so you can go and list them, right? So people are gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna learn a lot. Now, on top of this, I'm also gonna give you a personal wellness consult, okay? Wellness consult. Sorry, I don't have time, so I'm just writing this out really short. But like, if you have a presentation, or you just have it, maybe you create a handout that shows what your offer is. Now, where we're gonna sit down for half an hour, I'm gonna go over your health goals with you and then help you make an action plan for exactly how to implement the oils on a daily basis to help you reach your goal, okay? Now that's valued at $47, all right? Again, put the value that you think it's worth, but you could put that, or you could, but for your time, for the gas it's gonna cost you to get to their place, for whatever it is, you choose the value. I think 47 is a good value for that. Also, I'm going to throw in an oil camp, or an oil boot camp for you. Okay, that's going to teach you exactly how to use every single oil, something you can go through at your own pace. We give away free oils, and it's going to allow you to connect with other people like you who are using oils on a daily basis. Oil boot camp. All right, you guys, I bought Oil Bootcamp for like, I don't know, like $150 or something. And then the time that we took to create it, I could easily put this at $250, okay? It's a 2-week-long camp that they got to go through. We're going to give them resources they keep forever. They're going to have access to these training videos forever, and it's just an amazing value. So you can put whatever value you feel comfortable with. And on top of this, the last thing I'm going to throw in here is our essential oil ebook library. And this covers topics like pets with essential oils, pregnancy with essential oils, cooking, whatever it is that those cover. And that's going to be, who knows, again, $47 value. You guys, I just kind of throw 47 around like crazy. So if you enroll today, these are everything that we are throwing in. It's the offer for the next 24 hours, okay? Then I'm gonna add up the value of these. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, but like 420 plus 5. It ends up being like somewhere around, let's say 800. And yours may be different because you're gonna write different value. You're gonna get $800 worth of value when you enroll with the Home Essentials Kit, the most popular kit that people love. And you know what it costs to sign up? Because maybe they're expecting, especially because a lot of them have been to classes like this where it costs $500 to get started. So you bring it up to $800, they're gonna think like, okay, it's gonna be $400, $500, like $275 to get your kit of oils this week, and you're gonna get all of these things. Do you see how I've positioned this differently? Even with the kit, these 3 things are the kit, but I separated them because when there's more products, there's higher value. Does that make sense? I'm not changing the cost of them. I'm not making them more than they are, but I'm just showing it differently. I'm positioning it differently. Okay, does that make sense? That's what I wanted to show you guys today. Love this. Yes, I like the additional ideas, just need a bit of help with tech stuff. Work with your upline. Whoosh, whoosh, lots of ideas. I'm technically unadvanced. You know, it's right on the doTERRA site. I can do this. Yeah. And some people will ask, like, well, how can I say that those videos have a $100 value or the ebooks have a $47 value when they have access to it? They could just go to doterra.com and find those ebooks. But that's part of it too, is that you went and did the work and gathered them and put them all together in one place. It makes it so much easier for them. The delivery is way more convenient for them. And so, excuse me, you doing that work and gathering them allows you to then offer it to people as like, okay, this is what you're going to get in this offer, and there is value to it. Anyways, I hope that that makes sense. I've already gone on too long, but this was an important training. And so do the close like my mom teaches, but then how are you going to add value? You don't have to do exactly what I do. If you only want to offer oil camp and a wellness consult, that's fine, right? Then just add up the numbers, show them the value, and be like, you're going to get it today for under wholesale. And we're throwing all this in, and use it to make it time sensitive. Because yes, maybe the kit cost is not time sensitive, but all of these can be time sensitive. And you can say you get them within 24 hours. Otherwise, and if they don't, then you let them know, like, okay, come to another class. Or you could say, like, listen, normally we can't do this, but if someone's like, hey, I know the class was 3 days ago, but I really want to get signed up today. Like, if I did it right now, can I still get that offer? And you can say, all right, normally we don't do this. Like, normally we only offer it in the class, but let me see if I can figure out a way to do it, or whatever it is. And then you do it for them, right? Because you still want to give them that value, but make them feel like, oh, I am getting this. That's what is important in the marketing, okay? So anyways, hope that was helpful. I will talk to you guys later. See ya. I love this awkward part.